Many thanks for logging at the Global Engineers All Nationalities event. My name is Regiane, or Regi for short. I am the membership executive of Engineers Ireland. And as you may know, this event was planned to be a hybrid event, but due to the weather condition and safety of all attendees, we decided to run this event online only. I hope you are all safe and well and will find this presentation informative. Our aim is to assist any global engineers to progress in their professional career in Ireland. The event will be recorded and available online on our YouTube channel. So here I have the agenda for the day. So I will start talking about Engineers Ireland, how to become a member, how you can progress and apply for a professional title. And then we will have Bernard Fitzpatrick. He's from Arup, followed by Marilyn. She is a global engineer, and she will give you a testimonial of how she got her job and how she applied for her visa in Ireland. And then we will open for questions, and we'll have a raffle at the end. Okay, so we'll start with Engineers Ireland, a little bit about the professional body. So Engineers Ireland is one of the oldest professional bodies in the country. We were established in 1835, and we are multidisciplinary. So every discipline of engineer can become a member. We have more than 25,000 members, and we are the sole body for awarding registered professional titles. So that includes a chartered engineer, fellow, associate engineer, or engineer technician. They are all professional titles that are protected by Engineers Ireland. So we are your professional home. So what are the benefits of being a member of Engineers Ireland? Here I have a list of all the benefits. So once you are a member, you have an opportunity to network with other engineers from different divisions, from different societies. We have more than 200 events per year. You can access exclusive reports such as salary surveys, technical articles, and also engineering news. So you will be receiving newsletters and news from us every week and every month. As a member, you also can include your membership number in your CV, in your LinkedIn, and your email, in your signature email. So this is very important, especially for global engineers. If you're coming from abroad, from different country, being a member of Engineers Ireland is a way that you can prove your qualification. You can prove your background. And if you're looking for a job, you can include this information in your CV. And this gives you a highlight, for recruitment companies or engineering companies, because you passed through a verification of your qualification. You can also learn new skills through our CPD courses. So we have loads of courses that are available in our website, and as a member, you get discount. And you also can get all the support you need to achieve a professional title. So if you feel that you're ready to apply, you receive our help. So we have webinars, we have clinics to assist you during this process. And of course, you get the international recognition. So if you're traveling abroad for work, or if you decide to move to another country, you can then move your membership and your professional title with you. So we have our Engineers Ireland YouTube channel, and there's loads of material there, especially for global engineers. And most of our events we recorded and we put online. So this is also being recorded today and is going to our YouTube channel. So you can see, for example, the Global Engineers Critical Skills. So this was an event dedicated for those that need employment visa to work in Ireland. So here I have a step-by-step of how you can become a member of Engineers Ireland. First thing to do is to go to our website and fill out an application form with your details. And then we need a copy of your engineering qualification verified and translated to English. So this is your diploma and your transcripts. And here's how you can verify this qualification, because lots of people have questions. How do I verify my qualification? So there are different ways you can do that. And if you know a member of Engineers Ireland, so if you are working with someone that is already a member, you can ask this person to sign a copy of your document, including their membership number and their name. Another option, if you don't know anyone in Ireland that is a member, you can get your qualifications and go to the Garda station. Any Garda station, Garda is the police for people that maybe might not be here in Ireland. So you go to the police and ask them to sign a copy of your qualifications, including the stamp in every page of the documents. They do that for free, and it's you don't have to make an appointment. You just go to the Garda and ask them to do that for you. Another way is the Digitari. Digitari is an online platform where you give us a temporary password, so you can access your qualification online. Or you also can send maybe a college a form, and they will sign and send it back to you by email. But if your qualification has the QR code, you don't have to go through this process. You don't need to verify this qualification. This verification is asked because we are not seeing the documents in person. We are seeing them only by email. So that's why it's necessary, okay? So then after that, we need a copy of your ID. So it can be your driving license or your passport. We need a document that has your photo. And then the payment. So payment for students that are still graduating as a Bachelor of Engineering, or maybe a student that is doing a master's, or it's free. And the normal membership fee is €280 per year. But if you're looking for a job, there is a special fee for you for €65 per year. After that, you become a member of Engineers Ireland, and you receive an email confirming that you're a member, and you also receive a membership card by post. One thing that I forgot to mention here, for those that are not in Ireland yet and want to become a member, if you are you're still in your home country, you can make a copy of your qualification in English, always translated to English, and ask a lawyer to sign for you. And then we will accept by email. Okay, so and here I have a list of qualifications that are not BEng, Bachelor of Engineering, but they are related to engineering. So if there's anyone here that have on one of those qualifications, you can also become a member of Engineers Ireland, but we will need a copy of your CV and a letter from work stating that you are working in an engineering role. We also have an EU directive. So this is an agreement between Europe in countries in Europe. So this is just a general information for someone that maybe is coming from Italy or Portugal, someone that already has a professional title and wants to transfer to Ireland. So there is a very easy way to facilitate this mobility between chartered engineers around Europe. So if it is your case, you can contact me later and we can send you this special form where you have to demonstrate your competences in 500 words. So we are the professional home for global engineers. 31% of all new members in 2021 were from outside Ireland and the UK. So in 2017, we created the Global Engineers series. And this series are event seminars where our aim is to help to assist, simplify the message for people that are coming from abroad. So I have a few examples here of events we had during the year. So we had a Global Engineers South Africa. We had one for India, for Brazil, for critical skills. And I included another one here that just to show you that this one was different event, was about education in Ireland, the education system in Ireland. So they are all designed events, it's tailored to target country or maybe engineering sector. So here I have a few examples. So so if you know someone that is interested in becoming a member of Engineers Ireland, you can ask them to include your details into the application form. So then you get a €100 voucher. We have this friend scheme. But then they need to include your membership number into the application form, and then you receive €100 voucher by post. So now I will play a short video about the international recognition. It's less than 2 minutes and will give you a very good overview of the membership with Engineers Ireland and the international recognition you will have.
Engineers Ireland membership delivers on
international recognition of your qualifications.
Passports are normally associated with a country. However, as a member of Engineers Ireland, you effectively have a professional engineering passport across the globe. Your accredited engineering education is internationally recognised through various accords and the European Network Accreditation of Engineering Education, through mutual recognition agreements and the International Engineering Alliance Agreements. Our international standing has enabled our members to work on global projects, continuing the worldwide influence of Irish engineers.
Another project I am currently working on is Peru Reconstruction Project. Following on from the devastation of the 2017 El Niño event in Peru, the government of Peru signed a government-to-government agreement with the Department of International Trade in the UK for the reconstruction and retrofit of critical infrastructure and buildings.
Many of our engineers have shared case studies of their international work on our website. Indeed, some of our Chartered Engineer of Year recipients have travelled as engineers and provided solutions to international challenges. By retaining association with these relevant accords, we assist members seeking a global assignment through a local company or directly abroad. Also, through MRAs, your international achievements are recognised by Engineers Ireland.
Our members shared that having a professional title with Engineers Ireland seems to resonate with professionals in Ireland. Despite my having worked overseas for so many years, my experience is recognised in Ireland, and being chartered with Engineers Ireland is a great benchmark.
Your Engineers Ireland membership delivers for you. Be an active member in our community. Engage today.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. So now I will talk a little bit about registered professional titles. And they are the 4 professional titles we have in Engineers Ireland, and I will show you what the difference are between them. So they're all based in the level of your accreditation. So of your qualification. So an engineering technician would be someone on accredited level 6 and at least 3 years working experience. And then the associate engineer is someone with a level 7 qualification. A chartered engineer is someone with a level 8 or 9. This depends which year you graduated, and at least 4 years working experience. The 4 years working experience is what you find in the regulations, but actually the average that we see is around 8 years working experience applying for chartered engineer. And then the next one is the fellow. So a fellow is someone that is already a chartered engineer for at least 5 years and held a position of responsibility. So this would be someone with around 20 years working experience. So here I have all the professional titles and all the documents that you find in our website. I would advise you to read them because they will tell you exactly what they are expecting from you in this application. And they also give you examples of how, what include into the application. So they are all for the different titles we have. And for people here that are here today and don't know what is a professional title, because it's not all countries that have that. And so I have a slide just with an overview why, would I apply for a professional title? What is a professional title? So it's not only in Ireland, but lots of other countries like in America, in Canada, Australia, in the UK, you must be a chartered engineer. For example, if you're working in a civil in the civil discipline, to get the recognition of your qualification and to sign for tenders and to sign for big projects. So I have here a list. So it's engineering qualification and competence recognized. This will maximize your earning potential. So once you become a chartered engineer, you'll automatically will get this recognition in your salary as well. And if you're going to sign for big projects, you must be a chartered engineer, or if you are signing for tender, this will give you credibility, and also you get competitive and advantage with professional and international recognition. So if you have already a chartered engineer title, you can transfer to another country without going through all the process. So you get an international recognition. So what do you need to know before thinking of applying for a professional title? You must be a member of Engineers Ireland for at least 3 months to apply for the title. You have to demonstrate the competences of a professional engineer. So in this process, you'll be asked to show to demonstrate how you learned new skills every year, and how you put everything that you learned in college in practice. So they will ask you all your knowledge, the theory knowledge, and also the practical one. And you need to give 2 supporters in this process. So you might need ask some colleague that is already a chartered engineer to be your supporter in this process. And then also as part of this, you have to demonstrate 35 hours of a continued professional development that we call CPD per year for the last 2 years. This is the minimum. So every course, everything that you are involved, and you have an opportunity to use your communication skills or your leadership, you can include as a CPD hours. And for a professional title application, you must have 35 hours in the last 2 years, is the minimum. So there are 2 deadlines every year for the title, and they are always in the beginning of the year in January and in the middle of the year. So the last Friday in January, last Friday in June. If you miss the one deadline, then you have to wait until the next deadline. And here there is a diagram that I created with the chartered engineer process. So it's a overview of how the different routes that we have only for the chartered engineer process. But if you have any questions about any other professional title, we can chat later. So I won't go very into the detail here because there is loads of information, but as I said at the beginning, I will be sending the slides to you so you can have a look later. So you see there are 3 different routes, and they are always based on your qualification. So the first one in purple is the standard route. This is for someone that has an accredited level 8, that graduated before 2012, or maybe someone that has an accredited level 8 and also a master's, and they are both accredited. So they don't have to demonstrate their educational formation because they are accredited. So they go straight to phase 2. And everything that's saying there in phase 2 is based on your professional development, so your experience. So everything described there, and then you go for an interview, a professional interview of 1 hour, and then if you pass the interview, you are elected as the chartered engineer. The green one is for someone that has an accredited level 8, but doesn't have a master's, or maybe the master's degree is not accredited. So they do have to do a little bit of more work. There are 3 learning criteria that they have to write about design, research, and broadening of expertise, and then plus everything else described in the professional development. They go for an interview and they become a chartered. And the last one is the yellow route that you see there. We call it experiential learning route. For this one is for someone that doesn't have their qualification accredited. And this accreditation is an international agreement between countries. It's nothing to do really with Engineers Ireland. It's between countries and the international agreements. So, for example, I know I'm from Brazil, and I know in Brazil, none of our engineering qualifications are accredited. So all Brazilian people have to go through the experiential learning route. And this happens, all over all around the world. But so for example, Brazilians, they have to go to the experiential learning route, and there is an initial assessment to do first. So this is based on your CV. So everything that you've done since graduation, you have to include in the initial assessment. There's 7 learning criteria, and then a career summary, CPD, continued professional development, and then you go for approval. If you pass, you can start working on your phase 1. And then phase 1 is everything described in that box. Then you go for an interview, and if you pass, you can start working in your phase 2, and then you go for an interview again, and then you become a chartered engineer. So for the route and the experiential learning route, the yellow, there are 2 interviews in the process. And this is also for someone that has a level 7 degree, but more than 10 years working experience, or someone that is already an associate engineer and have more than 7 years working experience. Okay, so now I have a very short video, it's 1-minute video from our president, John Power. So he's the president of Engineers Ireland, and he will give you a good view and tell you a little bit more about Engineers Ireland and membership.
Engineers Ireland is your professional home. We're a diverse and vibrant community comprised of 25,000 members who are committed to creating sustainable solutions for society. We're with you as you commence your career as apprentices, as engineering students, through graduation and beyond. We will support and guide you and provide you with professional development opportunities. Our regional branches, divisions and societies will also provide you with ideal networking opportunities with others from our engineering community as you progress throughout your career. As you develop and advance, we'll support you to attain a registered professional title, providing you with a badge of excellence in recognition of your professional competence and experience. Our membership team is here to support you every step of the way. We invite you to join this vibrant community. Please contact our membership team today.
Here I have a slide about the visa application. So here we put some data together just to show global engineers if they can get a working visa in Ireland. So now I will show you a few graphics where we see all the results of it. So the first one is the employment permits in Ireland. And here you can see all the data from 2019 until 2022. So you see that before the pandemic, even before the pandemic, the total of working visas issued per year was around 16,000. And now this went up to 37,000. So the country that it's the most issuing visas in Ireland is India, and then the second place is Brazil, and then Pakistan, Philippines, and South Africa. But this is for all types of working visas, okay? And then in this year until November, this is when we have the data, we see an increase of 132%. The next slide I will have by sector. And this is very interesting for us because you see only about the engineering sector. So here you can see all the visas issued by year since 2019, and you see a big spike there until November this year. So it was an increase of, an increase of 247%. So it's huge. So if you think that, I can't get a job because I need visa to work in Ireland, there's loads of engineering companies applying for a visa, and he's the proof. Okay, so thank you very much. So this is the end of my presentation. Here you have my email address, my LinkedIn profile. Feel free to reach out by email or through LinkedIn. I will pass on now to the next person, who is Bernard Fitzpatrick. Bernard, thanks very much for attending and accepting our invitation. We are delighted to have you.
Yeah, thanks, Regiane.
Okay, great.
So maybe I'll just give a little introduction to myself and why I'm here. I suppose obviously the event was originally to be held in our offices in Cork, so I volunteered to give a little bit of a background to Arup as a company and a very significant employer in Ireland and around the world. So I'll do that in a few moments. But maybe just about myself. I'm a structural engineer by profession. I've been with Arup since I left university nearly 19 years ago now, and I've been a chartered engineer with Engineers Ireland, I think, for 12 or 13 years at this stage. So just to, I suppose, to reinforce Heiji's message, about the importance of having a registered title in our profession. We would see it in Arup as a very, very important step in somebody's career to achieving that professional accreditation, whatever stage or whatever qualification you may have, to achieving that professional qualification and being able to have a registered title. It's a very, very important part of your professional development, we would see and feel here in Arup. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm with Arup about 18 years, and I personally look after the science, industry, technology business for Ireland here in Arup. So if I just talk about the company for a few moments, hopefully my screen will scroll forward. Right. So Arup, Arup, there's a little bit of just background on the company, but we're a creative force at the heart of many of the world's most prominent projects in the built environment and across the industry. And working in more than 140 countries worldwide, our designers, engineers, architects, planners, consultants, and our technical specialists work with our clients on innovative projects of the highest quality and impact. So Arup and our creative spark and intellectual independence has been there from the very, very beginning. The shared values, just like our firm's name, are essentially derived from the beliefs and convictions of the firm's founder, the engineer and philosopher Ove Arup. So Sir Ove Arup wrote his key speech back in 1970, where he set out, how he saw the company being run, how it being structured in the best way to achieve that. And actually, those words that he spoke all those years ago still stand true today. It's a very interesting company, actually. The company is held in trust. It's held by a charitable trust for the benefit of the employees. So essentially, each one of the employees is a partial owner in the firm, as opposed to being held and directed by a management board. Arup worldwide, so very big company globally with a turnover of 3.2 billion. We're in operation about 75 years now, with over 15,000 staff across 89 offices and in 33 different countries. Our industry markets, so pretty much all of the built environment industries you can think of. I won't read through the list, but safe to say that we're involved in every sector that's available for us to operate in. In those markets, we offer a broad range of services. So you can see across the businesses we're involved in advisory, building, digital, infrastructure, planning, and technical consulting. We offer a whole host of services under each of those headings. And all of our design is driven by data or digital. I remember back in probably 2005 was the first time I remember a Revit model being developed in our office, and everywhere that BIM has gone since then. Parametric designing, now utilizing those tools in our COVID-19 response tools, and in the development of digital twins and data-driven analytics models. Everything we do in the modern built environment is driven by our data and digital. Sustainability and sustainable development goals are at the heart and at the core of all our work and business strategies are aligned with the UN SDGs. across all parts of our business, and it helps define how we shape a better world. And this rings true because I think in our most recently defined company strategy, the entire strategy has been reframed and rewritten with the title of Sustainable Futures. So everything we do is focused on or based on the premise of a sustainable outcome that shapes a better world. And obviously within that, equity, diversity and inclusion is core to our policy and commitment. We're committed to creating an inclusive working environment based on merit, fairness and respect, and one that encourages talented people of any background to produce their best work in the highest possible quality. In Ireland, we've got 689 staff across 5 different offices, and there's 55 different nationalities across the portfolio of staff. So there's a spread there, as you can see, across the different nationalities. And immigration assistance will be provided for any candidate that's been accepts a job offer with Arup. And this assistance will ensure that individuals have the correct immigration permissions to travel, remain and reside in Ireland while working for Arup. There's obviously a number of different immigration permissions, and each permission has its own criteria which must be met for somebody to be eligible to apply. And the granting of these permissions is obviously at the discretion of the Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment. But since 2021 to date, Arup has provided assistance to 59 new immigration cases. So we're very active in assisting our potential employees. So now that's it from me. Thank you very much for listening. I'll hand you over to a colleague, Marilyn.
Yes, thank you very much, Bernard. I really appreciate your presentation. So the next one is Marilyn. Marilyn is Global Engineers. A global engineer. Sorry, I'm used to say global engineers in plural. So,
hi all. My name is Marilyn Azam. I'm Lebanese, and I graduated as electrical engineer in 2020. I will start first by telling you how I got here, and then we'll move to give you some do's and don'ts and some advice for your career. So my story. This year, my friend Laura she was already working at Arup, has told me about a job opportunity. And since I was interested in moving to Ireland, she referred me to the company and I got a job interview. The interview passed very well and I got accepted as a design engineer. I was so grateful that Arup provides a visa sponsorship since I needed a visa to move to Ireland. And they assigned an immigration, sorry, it should not move. And they assigned an immigration agency to handle the paperwork and most specifically the work permit. Once all the paperwork were done, I moved to Ireland and on the 1st of July, and I started my journey at Arup. And then I had to apply for the IRP, which is the resident permit of Ireland, and which I have to renew every year as long as I have a work permit here in Ireland. Then I joined EngineersIreland and I participate as much as I can in the trainings and in the CPDs they arrange. And I look forward now to becoming a chartered engineer in the future as well, once I have my years of experience. Moving to the do's and don'ts. What I can tell you is try to rely always on LinkedIn to find job opportunities, as my friend did, and try to apply for international big scale companies because they will have more job opportunities than others, like Arup, for example, and apply for companies in relation to immigration, in relation with immigration agencies as well. Also, like Arup, had provided me a visa sponsorship and handled all my paperwork to get a work and to get the work permit and start working in Ireland. And finally check also referral programs, which was my case. So if you know someone from your family or friends that works already in Ireland, don't be shy to ask them to refer you. It will help you also to get more opportunities. And from the don'ts, don't give up, because there always be opportunities and vacancies and job positions for everyone. And don't lose motivation, because it's your career and no one will do it for you or instead you. So give yourself daily time, like to check LinkedIn and like a daily 1 hour to search for new opportunities in Ireland. And last, talking from my 6-month experience here in Ireland, I would advise you to join Engineers Ireland before coming to Ireland, because it will help you in your job applications as they already told us now in the presentation. And try to attend as much as you can CPTs and trainings which are technical and non-technical, like maybe stress trainings and writing reports training, so it will help you as well. And last, get in touch with people in Ireland before arriving to find accommodation, to find available accommodation and places to live. And that's all. Thank you for listening and joining the call, and good luck all in your career. And if you have any question, you can ask.
Great. Thanks very much, Marilyn. Thanks for your testimonial. I really appreciate your participation as well.
No problem.
So now I have here a feedback form, so anyone can maybe use their phones and take a picture of let me stop your remote control there. Okay, so you can use your mobile phone and take a picture of the feedback form and maybe tell us what you want to see in the future events. And we'd love to hear your opinion, especially if you want, something in a very specific area, in a very specific discipline in engineering, and if you want to see that in a future event, in a future Global Engineers event, please let us know.